let's talk a little bit about 2020, because we've been watching a lot. All the candidates are out in Iowa at the state fair eating a lot of pork chops on a stick. There's a new poll that has come out. It looks like Bernie Sanders now is actually higher than Joe Biden. What's going on over there?
You know, it's funny. So I actually went to search for this. It's called the corn kernel poll, right? Everybody puts a kernel corn in the bowl that they like. Trump's bowl was totally overflowing, right? But they'll actually only show the Democrats. They only show these little ones. You have Mayor de Blasio, the mayor of this city here in New York. He had about 3 kernels of corn, right? There's 30,000 kernels in these bowls. He has about 3 kernels of corn. But they won't show the one on the red podium, which is Trump's, which is literally full to the top and overflowing.
Someone was on here yesterday and said they had to bring out a few more jars.
It's unbelievable.
For your dad.
It's unbelievable. Why does the media hide that? I mean, literally, just Google it right now. Just corn kernel poll. Google it. They only show the Democrats. They won't show Trump's bowl, which is overflowing. I mean, it's sick that has to be the narrative in this country, and no one can even talk about it unless somebody comes over with their phone, snaps a picture because they happen to be a supporter, and it ends up going viral.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other narrative is that Joe Biden's the front runner, even though he feels like kind of a front runner in name only. His time in Iowa included multiple gaffes, included misremembering whether he was vice president during the Parkland shooting. He talked about truth versus facts. As the campaign and as you look at him as an opponent, where do you put him right now?
Well, listen, I don't think any of them are all that impressive, to tell you the truth. I'd love to run against just about any of their records because, quite frankly, they haven't done too well. We'll start talking almost immediately about how Obama and Biden gave $150 billion to Iran, a country that hates our guts, including flying cargo planes full of cash into Tehran and dropping it off by the pallet load. Yet they wanted to raise Americans' taxes. I mean, that's their recipe. Let's raise Americans' taxes. That's what they want to do as a party. Let's take away their health care, all while we fly planes full of cash over to Iran. If that's what we have to run against, guys, I feel pretty good.
But ultimately, then, 2020 becomes a pretty easy choice. I mean, you're going to have one party stands for this, and the other party stands for that, and then the American people can decide which one is it.
Right.
I say it every day, but the Democratic Party is no longer the party of JFK. I mean, they've gone so radical. You look at the Squad, you look at Nancy Pelosi, you look at some of the things that Bill de Blasio was saying on Hannity the other night. I mean, some of those proposals. Let's tax everybody at 70%. They'll crush this economy. Every company will leave this nation. People will have no incentive to work anymore. I mean, literally, our economy, our markets will crater if that happens. China will run all over us. I mean, they'll own America. You literally cannot have that happen in this nation. Their proposals are wild and crazy. You have AOC in our own state that prevented Amazon from coming here. She wants to raise taxes on one hand, but yet she costs New Yorkers billions and billions and billions of dollars every year and tens of thousands of jobs by forcing businesses out. I mean, you can't make this up.
Well, your dad's economy is doing so well right now. We had those individuals on that were talking about American-made companies, talking about how men and women need to get dirty again and these blue-collar jobs. There's a great op-ed in the Wall Street Journal, and it was written by the guy who started Home Depot, one of the guys, Bernie Marcus, and John Katzimatis. Sure. He was the one who started Gristedes, which is a grocery store here locally, all throughout New York. And this was the title of the op-ed: "Making Money is a Patriotic Act." And this is what a little clip from it says: "We are forever grateful to live in a nation that promotes free enterprise, which enabled us to achieve our dreams. Both of us are sons of immigrants who came to these shores with almost nothing. No one would ever say that we grew up privileged, and that is true of most other highly successful business owners we know. We made it the old-fashioned way. We had bold plans, we took big risks, and we built and invested in highly successful made-in-American businesses."
Listen, it's a full-out assault on the American dream. From the left, it's a full-out assault on the American dream. And, guys, we've seen this movie before, and it doesn't play out well. We've seen it in France, right? Look how many businesses, real businesses, are in France right now. You can't survive. The taxes and regulations are too high. So guess what? They don't have proper industry, and people aren't incentivized to work.
And many of them stayed
And
home.
by the way, that's what happens. After Bill Clinton signed NAFTA, we lost 70,000 factories in this country. You know why? Because they couldn't be competitive with the rest of the world. Too many regulations, too many taxes. That's why my father cut regulations. That's why my father cut taxes. You could literally step on the other side of the U.S.-Mexico border, build a plant there, produce for much less, and be much more competitive as a country. And so that's why everybody left the U.S. to go to China, to go to Mexico. This isn't a difficult thing to understand. That's why if you look at pharmaceutical companies, how many of them were based in Ireland? How many of the pharmaceutical companies were based in, right? How many companies are based in the Cayman Islands and based in Monaco and other things? You know why they do that? You know why they leave America and other high-tax countries? Because it allows them to be competitive. I do not understand why Democrats do not understand that. I don't understand why de Blasio doesn't understand that. And last but not least, guys, I don't understand. I don't think there's anybody in this country that thinks that the United States government can do a better job managing their money than they can themselves. I mean, 6th Avenue right here, you can't drive a block unless you're in a military Humvee without blowing out a tire. They can't patch a pothole, let alone manage their money. And guys, it's sad. I mean, that will destroy this country. It will destroy this country's economy. It will destroy jobs. It will destroy motivation. It will destroy the American dream.
Well, profit is not patriotic under socialism, so you know they want to change it.
You know, Casamantidis has created a tremendous amount of jobs. So has Bernie Marcus. Bernie Marcus created Home Depot, as you said before. How many jobs has that person created? How many homes has that person helped fix up? These guys have done a tremendous service for this nation, and honestly, they should be applauded by that. People who are working at those companies aren't on the government payroll. They go to work. They work hard. They climb a corporate ladder. They do great. They provide for their families. They take their families to Disney World. That should be applauded. Why is that scorned? That should be applauded in this society.
You could read that op-ed in the pages of the Wall Street Journal. Eric, thank you very much for dropping by.
It's good to be here, guys.